Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven captures the grief and heartbreak the songwriter suffered after the loss of his son Conor. Conor was just 4.5 years old when he tragically fell 53 stories from an open window where he was living with his mother in New York City.
The door. As soon as I enter the room and I see the window, where can he be?
These are the never-before-seen images captured of him on video by his mother, Lori Del Santo. The couple met in 1985, while Clapton, then 40 and already a guitar legend, was on tour in Italy. Lori, a young actress and model from Verona, says they decided to start a family in their first weekend together. Conor was born the next year.
He was an angel, I think. Really, he was. He was beautiful, I think.
For the first time on camera, Lori Del Santo talks about the terrifying events of that day to international interviewer Daphne Barak, who provided ABC News with exclusive access to Lori's private videos of her son. Lori, a photographer, documented Conor's life from the beginning, but after Conor's death, she locked the tapes away, too painful to look at them again. 15 years later, the videos show a happy child. Conor growing to a toddler, emulating his famous father. He loved listening to Clapton's music and had budding dreams of being like the famed Slow Hand.
I understand every kid wants to do what the father does, but in this particular case, he really wanted very badly.
Although the couple was no longer together, Eric and Lori shared their child's profoundly tragic death. Clapton told Barak in 2003 he was able to work through his grief with music.
I almost subconsciously use music for myself as a healing agent. And lo and behold, it worked. I mean, I have got a great deal of happiness and a great deal of healing from music.
Although his life was all too short, Conor's death created a greater public awareness for children's safety.
Use guards on windows and safety gates on stairs. It's easy and it could prevent a terrible tragedy. Believe me, I know.
Eric Clapton and Lori Del Santo traveled to England to bury their son. Just days before his death, Lori had helped young Conor with a letter to his father.
And he said to me, "What shall I write?" And I said, "Well, write, I love you, Dad." And he wrote that. So when we arrived in London, he receives the mail, and this was after the funeral. And I was actually there, and he opened up, and it was his letter. At that moment, I cannot forget forever.
Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven?